The great philosopher Inigo Montoya talked about people using words without really understanding what those words mean. And actually, the same thing is probably happening in your team, because I see all the time that we use a word, and that word, even though it might mean one thing to us, means a completely different thing to the other person we're talking to. So, for example, this doesn't just have to happen when we're communicating between lines, like between tech and business, but throughout your company. Look at the word deadline. Sometimes we realize that a deadline is something that really has to happen. It is a deadline. We cannot let it slide. Other times, it's merely the date where we plan on doing something, but it is flexible. It is an arbitrary deadline. And yet, if we don't communicate this correctly, people don't understand. So they might work a lot harder than needed. They might be cutting corners because they think this is a rigid deadline. Or they might be treating it as a flexible deadline where it really isn't. And this is just one example based on a single word that you're using carelessly and might have an impact throughout your entire organization on weeks and months of work. So what I want you to take away from today's video is the fact that you need to be aware of the words that you're using and ensure that you provide enough context so that people understand what you're meaning. So Inigo here won't be confused. And if you do that correctly, you're going to create an organization that can more easily work throughout countries, throughout time zones, hybrid, fully remote, and create an organization that really can start increasing its impact per engineer. Doing anything else, to me, seems inconceivable. Thank you.